A warm welcome here today to Pony Decorated, and of course with heart. And I have a camera with me now. Exactly. And today this is our homemade wreath for us at our place in the living room with a light. And that's only with herbs from our garden, some rope, some fabric, and I also just cut some hydrangeas. Dear ones, and if you want to know how this wreath decoration idea works, just stay tuned because we're going to show you now. These are the things we need today for our, I say, door wreath. And here we have the base. I have a straw wreath here, but you can use anything you have. Then I have rosemary yarn, I have lemon thyme, I have dried thyme, I have hydrangeas. Then I have sage, then I have a bit of fabric here, some jute fabric, and this net. And a few other fabrics. I have a few shells and that's it. We don't need anything more. And I would say let's get started. I'm now taking my binding wire, wrapping it around the straw wreath, twisting it and inserting it here. Be careful not to prick yourself, be gentle. And then I start with my sage. Look at these really old and gnarled branches. It's always truly fantastic. And I really have to cut them down well. And new shoots come up everywhere. And that's of course perfect. And now I simply cut them to length and place them here. My straw wreath, a little inward so it gets a really nice fullness. I go around it twice now. A lemon thyme, those are also quite good long strands. And I simply fold them in half. And now I place it sideways on the straw wreath. And I also find it very, very nice when they're a bit longer and spring upwards. That gives it such a great fullness again. Here on the side I also place a small branch of sage. And the hydrangea, I cut off the 3 blooms or ranks here and take one now. And I place it here carefully. Also attach it and now go very carefully around it with the binding wire and check. See how beautiful it is with this green and white. It really turns out well for me. It also dries wonderfully. That means the wreath is super durable. I always have leftovers of the jute fabric. I think it always gives such a rustic character and it fits quite well here. But you can really use any fabric you have, maybe linen fabrics. If you still have them somewhere from old bed linens or even dish towels, I think that's totally great. And I place it, so I press it together a bit and then place it here again on the side of the wreath. And I twist it tight again with the binding wire. I take some of the rope again and place it here as well. As I said, you can use whatever you want. Anything you have. Filling materials, fabrics, plants, dried flowers. And yes, that really makes it quite unique. Now I still have my little branches here. I could also use wonderfully gnarled branches. And I simply place them in here again. And also again towards the inside. Then I have the first one practically outwards, away and inwards. And yes, that also gives a great fullness. Then this fabric here from this Maritime net, I'll just say, it's also fantastic. And you just take a look. How do you like it better? I think it's quite good like this. And also this, when I have it in here again. I have this coconut here and I think that's really cool too. Because that gives it this Maritime look. And I'll take that and just make a knot in it just once. Press it firmly for me. And now with the other remaining ones around the edge here. The binding wire and now go around here just once or twice. And then this rope is wonderfully tight as well. And this repeats now as you like or with what you have. And I simply continue with the rope placed on the outside, once on the inside, and then around twice again. Now I get myself another beautiful hotel. We really bring it back again. Lemons shielded together once, tucked underneath. Forget about talking to the roses. And I can do that wonderfully again now. So up to one again as you also lay it inside again and are a bit again. And then test it outwards like that, but and here from ours now. Again, a piece gladly, also everything mixed up. Then here, as if it were the coconut rope, you could take a bit more, because it's a great base later if you want to add the shells here. That means, of course, here it is a super foundation, and you can attach all sorts of things if you would like to include them with me. It's also always nice knobby old branches, and you can always wonderfully use them as decoration. And I also secure that, and I keep doing that now. A bit of fabric, a bit of herbs. A round competition, very natural, totally beautiful. Everything can dry out perfectly and it smells endlessly. You can also just put a glass in it, a light inside, and you have a great lantern, so placed on the table. Really good. I like it very, very much. And I have them, I find here now. Especially these large white shells are really, really beautiful. And I would like to have them included here as well. And the rope is now, of course, absolutely optimal, because I found it very careful to attach it very securely and precisely here to the rope with the hot glue, ensuring it is firmly in place. And also just a little hot glue on these shells and also here on the rope. I don't want to do much with this shell now, just attached it here to the jute fabric. And now the net over it like this, I always find it very charming when it just peeks through a little. And that is always, yes, I find it very, very pretty. And now 2 or 3 more will be added here. And this little snail shell is also totally beautiful. And we would like to have this turned around here now. Want to have it in. And just attach it here to the jute fabric. And here we are, quick, quick. Just a few things, and I think it's super beautiful, charming, especially with this white green. I personally find it super beautiful, so super good, sorry. And I think, I'm not quite sure whether we will use it as a door wreath or actually maybe even let it dry inside in the bark and just put a vase or a glass vase with a light inside. I think it fits quite well for us. On the table in the living room, we really hope that we could inspire you today, because then we would be very happy about a thumbs up. And I would say, Micha, let's just collect a few shells.
Yes, in Cuxhaven.
Cuxhaven. And then we'll just make a few Maritime DIYs with and for you, of course. So, feel warmly hugged. Stay healthy, your Connie.